Hello beautiful people, welcome back. If you are a returning Drive member and if you are new to the channel, welcome to Life Below TV, where we talk about everything healing, spirituality, wellness, consciousness, personal growth, professional growth, plant-based eating, conscious dating, all things natural, organic, and that feels good. So today I want to talk about chakra. So this is my Chakra 101 video. I have been working with chakras for probably 3 years now, not only personally for myself, but also with clients. I've done workshops as well on chakras. So I thought it would be important to do a quick one-on-one on chakras for those that are interested and want more information on it, because it's such an important thing to know about life and knowing about your body and your energetic system. It just helps you dive deeper into your self-exploration journey, but also it's a tool. It's almost like this awareness that you gain from learning about chakras is a tool, because it's so easy for you to understand which chakras are off balance, and then balance them, which is awesome, being able to have that kind of power. So let's dive right into it. Chakras, what are they? So there are many cultures that believe we have different amount of chakras depending on, I'm sure, what the person in that culture experienced. Some cultures believe we have over 86,000 chakras, while others believe we have 3,000. So I'm pretty sure we have a lot of them. However, in this video, we're going to focus on the 7 energy centers that you often hear about, the main chakra centers. Okay, so what are chakras? So chakras are energy centers that are located in the body, and they have influences over different parts of our lives. So if a chakra is imbalanced, then you can see it outwardly, physically, in your external world. They are located, one is at the top of your head, which is the crown chakra. There's another one which is here, your first eye, right between your eyebrows, which is the third eye chakra, or what I call the first eye. Then we have the throat chakra, we have the heart chakra, then right between your ribs, so right where your ribs are, right where it softens, where there's almost there's an indent, that's the solar plexus chakra. Then a little bit, so here's my belly button, about 2 inches down is your sacral, and then at the base of your spine is your root chakra. So those are the 7 locations. And one of the beautiful things that I learned that I think is important to share is, just like we have veins in our bodies that pump around blood into our hearts and into different parts of our bodies, we have meridian lines. And these meridian lines, in a sense, pump and circulate our life force, our chi, our prana, what emanates this body, what makes us be alive. And in these meridian lines, this energy is circulating through different organs and different bodies, and also our chakras. So here's where the energy enters. The energy also enters through our legs into the root chakra. So our legs is kind of like roots, which makes sense because it leads us into the root chakra. So these meridian lines are beautiful to be aware of, because it's so interesting how we have energy constantly moving and circulating in our bodies. And then one of the main points where they always enter is the chakras, the centers, these almost like vortexes that we have of energy. So the meridian lines are navigating, they're moving energy around depending on what's going on in our lives. It could be blockages, but it will always somehow circulate in between these vortexes that we have. So these vortexes are super important because, again, your chi, prana, life force is what's making you feel alive and well and joyful and in living. So if you have blockages in these main vortexes, then it's obviously going to affect your inner state, and a reflection of that is it affects your external state. Now let's talk about the chakras individually and what they influence. So every chakra, like I mentioned, influences a part of your life. So they influence relationships, they influences how you express yourself, they influence your confidence in yourself, they influences your work, your I think I said your finances. It influences how you perceive yourself, how you perceive others, how much you give love, how much you receive love. So if you have a blockage or an it could be blocked, and it can also be overactive. So you, depending on the state of your chakras, it tells you the state of your inner reality and universe, and also your external, because it's the same thing. Now, let's start with the crown. So the crown chakra, again, is located at the top of your head. If you've been around a newborn, it's usually the soft part. It's before the, so interesting enough, for babies, a newborn will have a soft spot at the top of their head. And in my culture, at least, we're told not to touch it, to be careful. We can kill the baby if we touch that part. And it's because the skull hasn't fully hardened in that specific part of the body. And that's where the crown chakra is. That's where the energetic portal is, that takes in life force. So that crown chakra correlates to everything beyond. Everything that is greater than you. It's your belief in source, in your connectivity to the metaphysical. It's your ability to believe in something higher than you. So if you're someone that's, in a sense, lacking faith, or feeling connection to, ancestors, your guides, God, that's showing an imbalance of the crown chakra. Some of us will feel, and I felt this a lot in my journey, with a lot of pressure in my head when I was meditating, and that's because of your crown chakra. You often feel pressure there. Okay, then we move down to, and so each chakra is usually correlated to a color. However, there has been energy workers that is intuitive enough and able to see colors of your chakras, and they're saying that even though there is an average color, usually the crown chakra being a violet, sometimes opal, rainbow, a mix of different colors, it can be a color outside of that. So don't get too boggled down at one definition of something or one color of something, because we're so uniquely different. So our energy fields might look differently. But if you're looking at a textbook, if you're looking at a book, or even if you see an image online, you're going to see the crown chakra as either a rainbow color, which is almost like if you put an opal with light, you could see all these different colors in it. Or a violet color. In the third eye is almost a violet color too. They're kind of similar. But then we have the first eye, or what we call the third eye, but it's your first eye because you're spirit. So if this is your ability to see the metaphysical, the real reality of where we come from, then it's your first eye. But society calls it a third. These are your second and third, okay, to see the physical world. But anyways, so right here, this is a beautiful chakra. So this is your first eye, third eye chakra, and it has everything to do with intuition, seeing beyond the physical, seeing the future in a sense, having psychic abilities, walking in a room, and even though you might not know the person, feeling who they are or feeling the vibes that they're giving to you. Your third eye chakra is very, very important because it allows you to see when you're in negative relationships that you shouldn't be in. It lets you see into friendships. It lets you see beyond. So even though someone might be saying something to you that is not necessarily true, you can feel and know beyond. It's also, if your first eye, third eye opens, that's when you're able to see, again, beyond the physical realm. So you could see spirits, you could see your guides, you could see just beings that are floating around. So a big one, a way to really remember. So here, crown, connectivity to all, connection to above, and things that are beyond you, beings that are beyond you, information and wisdom that is beyond you, that is greater, and then universal. And then your first eye, the word to remember is intuition. So your intuition, and it's your sixth sense. So it's beyond taste, it's beyond smell, it's beyond sight, it's beyond touch, it's your sixth sense. So it's your ability to see beyond the senses, the five senses that we have, which is very much physical. Okay, then we move on to the throat chakra. This is a really good chakra to be aware of, because this is your communication, self-expression center. So this influences your ability to express yourself to others, express your truth, your integrity. It's also connected to hearing. So you can either be a person that listens too much and doesn't express, and that can show an imbalance in the throat chakra, or you could be someone that overexpresses and doesn't listen, which is also connected to an imbalance of the throat chakra. A balanced throat chakra is you listen as well as you speak your truth. So self-expression, communication. So how well are you able to speak how you feel, and what you think and what is important to you? Okay, then we move on to the heart chakra, your heart center. This is so important as we're moving into 2020. The spirit world, the metaphysical, is really pushing us to open our heart center. So if you're watching this video now, definitely focus on your heart center. It's so important. It's exactly what it sounds like. So your heart center focuses on your ability to give and receive love, the compassion you feel for others, the compassion you feel for yourself, your openness to life, how vulnerable you are, how much you're able to feel and connect with others. Okay. Then again, the soft spot right after at the top of your spine is your solar plexus. This is probably, I love all the chakras, but the solar plexus for me in this lifetime at all seems to be a very prominent chakra for me. And the solar plexus chakra has everything to do with power of self. So your confidence, your belief in yourself, it's your power center. It connects to the sun. Really quick, the colors before we jump into that. So your throat chakra is the color blue, or is said to be the color blue generically. Your heart is green, and then the solar plexus is yellow. Not yellow, orange. So it's correlated directly to the sun. So it's your energizing center, because obviously you're going to feel lack of energy if you don't believe in yourself. You're going to feel sluggish. You're not going to want to do a lot of things if you don't believe in self. So it's your power center. It's very important to have a balanced solar plexus chakra. Is super important. There's nothing more important than believing in yourself. There's other things that are more important. Are there? Maybe not. Maybe I'll stick to that. It's very important to believe in yourself. So if you're someone that, doubts yourself very often, doesn't feel very confident in your physical appearance, and you believe in yourself and starting a business, it's most like a solar plexus imbalance. Sometimes what I've noticed in my clients is the energy will either be moving outward or inward. An inward oh, we got a little visitor, Mickey, here. Hey, Mickey, you want to come say hi to the camera? I'll show you guys my little baby. Say hi, Mickey Balls. Say hi. Hi. This is my little guy interrupting us. Hi. You're my baby. Okay. So if you lack belief, if you lack belief in yourself, low self-esteem, things like that, it all has to do with an imbalance of the solar plexus chakra. With my clients, I've noticed the energy will either be moving outward or inward. Usually inward is you're taking in so much of the world, the world's opinion, that you often lack an opinion of yourself, because the opinion you have of yourself is the world's opinion of you, not so much your opinion. Okay, then we move down to the sacral chakra. This is a very important one for women because it's the womb center. Although men energetically have a womb, for women we have a physical womb, so it's really it's an important center for us. It's the chakra you'll be working with when doing womb care and womb wellness. And this center is your creative center. It has to do with creativity, your ability to create, right? You create a human life there, but you can also use the sacral chakra and the sacral chakra is yellow. You can use that power to create a business, to create a relationship, to create anything that you can create. It's not only a physical life you can use your sacral womb power for. It has a lot to do with emotions. It has a lot to do with childhood and community. the sacral chakra is said to not form until 2 years, or it's said to not fully form until 2 years of being out of the mother's womb. So it has a strong connection to the mom. So if you have a tough relationship with your mom, you might see some sacral chakra issues or imbalances to work through, which is awesome. Also, and then we move down to the base of the spine, and that's the root chakra. So the root chakra is said to be, wait, sorry, I messed up on the color. So that's what I was like, wait, what? Orange, Leonie? I said it right the first time. So sorry about that. So solar plexus is yellow. Your sacral is orange. Yeah, because I was like, wait, I was confusing myself. Sorry about that. I was doubting myself. So solar plexus is yellow. I apologize. So sun, yellow. Sacral is orange, and then the root chakra is red. The root chakra has everything to do with security, finances. It has to do with ancestral, right? Your roots. So the foundation. So it has to do with feeling enough, feeling, big one, feeling safe. Feeling safe. So if you're someone that didn't grew up in a hectic household, well, safety, something, insecurity, something that you didn't feel, it's going to affect your root chakra, which affects your finances, which you can see the cycle that can happen in a depending on how much you're, not depending, but with the fact of how much we know family affects us, not only as young children, but as we enter our adulthood. Okay. And that's a little synopsis, because there is so much more, but that was like a little review for you to understand. Okay. So now, so let me explain a little bit more of what I know. So the one thing to also be aware of is that your heart chakra extends out to your arms. That's why you have these beautiful things that we have here, which we call our hands, as an extension of our heart chakra, which is the physical extension of our heart chakra, which is why we hug and embrace others. And it's a way of connect and feeling and bringing people closer to us. Every chakra is connected to different organs. So if you're having heart issues, it's most likely and will be correlated to your heart chakra. If you're having issues with your pituitary gland, that's connected to your third eye chakra. If you're having issues with your reproductive organs, that has connected to your sacral chakra. So every single part of our body is connected to our chakra, because again, the Meridian Lines go through each organ, which connects to and flows through an energy center. Also, something else that will help you understand as you dive more into chakras is the heart center is what divides the metaphysical with the physical. And what I mean by that is the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root chakra has more to do with the physical world. So the root chakra again has to do with, your house. Do you feel safe in a house? Do you have a secure job, money? And then when you think about your sacral chakra, it has to do again with family, your identity, your almost, again, I said your mother. So all the factors of physical life, right? This physical personality. And then again, we move up to the solar plexus. It has to do with your belief in yourself. So it's physical. And then after, again, the heart separates, and then we start moving to the throat, the third eye, in the crown chakra. But again, crown having to do with beyond, right? This wisdom of the universe, your connectivity to the universe and the galaxies beyond. Your third eye, which allows you to see again past the physical, the metaphysical, allowing you to see spirits and allowing you to see into the future or into the past, and again beyond the physical. And then you have your throat chakra, which is your expression of the spirit. So unless you're expressing truthfully what the spirit feels inside, then I wouldn't know what your spirit really feels, right? So metaphysical influences of the life. And then the bottom half is the physical influences, the physical things in your life. Okay. So that's Chakra 101. There is so much more I could share about chakras, aligning them. How do you know they're in balance? How do you know they're balanced? But I will leave that up to you. So if you watched this video, you enjoyed it, you have questions, please. Oh, and oh my God, there's so much. There are essential oils that go with each chakras. There are asanas, yoga positions you can get into to balance them. I already said how you know they're balanced or imbalanced. There are foods to help you balance. There is so much. So there are ways to know if they're imbalanced or balanced, if they're underactive or overactive, and then also tools in so many ways of how to get them into balance, using pendulums, using crystals, using so many different things. So let me know what you're interested in learning about. Let me know the topics below. Definitely make sure you comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. If there's anything I share that you didn't know, that you were amazed by, or maybe share something that you did know and that I reminded you of. Comment below topics for next chakra. So then we can make this a series. Let me know what questions you have, what you want me to cover, and I will create as many videos as I can. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you do, and turn on your notifications so you get notified every single time I post a video. I will be posting so much more once a week to the platform. So please make sure you subscribe so you can stay tuned to all the beautiful, incredible information that I will be sharing. All right, I love you. Take care of yourself. You're the most important person in the world. Don't you ever forget it. We need you. Please show out, show up, not only for yourself, but for the world. All right. I love you. Namaste.